Oh boy, skates, so many options, but you can't play hockey without something on your feet, right? It is ice after all, and that's why our friends at Tuxedo Source for Sports are here to help us out this morning. This is Ryan Roach. Our model is Coda. Coda, second-year novice playing for Simons Valley in time. And Ryan, skates obviously an integral piece of equipment for any hockey player, and they got to fit right.
Absolutely.
They got to fit right, and you're going to go through some steps here that you guys here at Tuxedo do for kids just like Coda. And what's the first step you do when it comes to sizing skates?
Well, what we want to do is you want to take their shoes off and measure to their feet. Lots of people want to go off shoe size, but it's much different when it comes to skates. They actually fit a lot bigger, so you really need to make sure that you get the right size. So we're going to measure Coda up here. Coda, you want to throw your other foot up here? Perfect. So you look down, you don't want too much space in a pair of skates, so we're probably looking at a pair of 12.5s for them. Let's measure your other foot. Make sure you're in kind of the same size. See, this foot's actually a little bit bigger, but that's not too much of a big deal. Everyone's feet are a little different.
Yeah.
So we got a couple pairs here for you, Coda. So let's try these on and kind of see how they fit.
And the skate that you're putting here, the Bauer Supreme, is this like a good all-around choice for moms and dads who are thinking? It's
a pretty good fit. What it does is it locks that heel down, which is incredibly important in a pair of skates. You don't want any movement in the skate whatsoever.
Sure.
So we're going to put it on, get them to walk around a little bit, and then see if there's any issues that we need to address.
Perfect.
Coda, you want to throw your other foot in here? Perfect. Push your heel back. And then we want to tie it nice and snug.
So Coda.
So start all the way from the bottom.
Second-year novice, right? How's your team doing? Or you guys are just starting the season right now, right? You have a good bunch of players, good friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, good coaches? That's good. It's always good when you hear that.
Lace this up nice and snug. Is that tight enough?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I can't remember. My kids are too old right now, Coda, but in novice, do you guys do up your skates yet? Or do the parents still do it for you?
Parents still do.
Or do the coaches?
Coaches or the parents?
Yeah, okay.
It's good to practice tying your own skates.
It is.
The earlier you can do it, the better.
Because everyone does it differently, too, you know? Some people like it super tight, some guys not so much.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, lots of guys like to leave it loose in the toes and tight around the heel.
Totally.
All right.
That looks pretty good.
Let's put your other foot in here. Tap your heel back.
So when you're sizing, Ryan, as you keep tying it here, like, are you also kind of feeling to make sure the tongue is sitting properly on his foot and that type of thing? Or?
Yeah, you want to make sure it's nice and straight. You don't want it curled in or anything.
Of course, right?
That'll just add some kind of discomfort to them.
Yeah. All right, good
stuff. And then, start all the way from the bottom.
Almost done. And once Coda gets the skates on here, and we are going to walk around with it, is there anything you're looking for? You're going to ask him about the heel lift at all? Or?
Yeah, you want to make sure his heel's nice and flat and not moving around at all. And also you want to make sure that he's kind of straight up and down on the skates, not bending in or out on his ankles or anything. So
there you go.
That's how you know you have a nice, good fit in the heel. All right, Coda. I'm going to back up a little bit. So you just want to stand up? Go for a good walk for me.
Ryan's going to take a look and check out Coda's fit for his skates there. And on that, Coda, how does it feel?
Good.
Feels good. The skates do look good. Well, from skates to helmets, we're going to talk about this in the next segment because, of course, you got to protect your head. This is probably the most important safety equipment for any player on the ice right now. Properly fitting helmets, that's up next. Every piece of hockey equipment you need, sticks, neck guards, equipment bags, all the pads. They have everything here at Tuxedo Source for Sports. Ryan Roach joining us again. Of course, our model is Coda. And this time we're talking about the most important piece of equipment in any bag, and that's your helmet, right, Ryan?
Yeah, absolutely. You really need to make sure that you have a proper fit in a helmet and with the cage as well. That'll be crucial in helping you keep from getting injured. So we're going to show how a helmet's supposed to fit now.
Yeah.
Coda, you want to throw this one on for me? So the number one thing is all helmets are adjustable. You want to make sure that there's no space at the front of the helmet or on the sides. This one seems to fit pretty good. And then you just got to move the chin cup down a little bit. When it comes to the cage, you want to make sure that it actually fits nice and snug on your chin when you do it up. So when we're going to push this one all the way up, tighten it up at the back. There we go. So when you look at this one, his chin's nice and in the cup.
Yeah.
He's not going to have any movement, and the helmet's nice and snug on his head. So that's a really nice fit for him, actually.
And that's key, right? And all of you guys, Brian, and all your colleagues here at Tuxedo, you guys will help anyone out, moms and dads, if they're coming down.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Even if you didn't buy the helmet from us, we will fit it up for you and make sure that you're nice and safe on the ice this season. So
safety number one. How's it feel, Coda?
Good.
Feels good.
Good.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Ryan. Next up, come this way, Nick. I have to show you where we're going next. There's a cool piece of equipment we're going to explore, and it's in the tech room back here. That's straight ahead on breakfast. We are in the tech room here at Tuxedo Source for Sports, and yeah. Anyone who plays hockey knows that you have to sharpen your skates often, and they have to be sharpened well. And the people here at Tuxedo Sports have been doing this for decades and decades. That's why so many people keep coming back here. Ryan Roach, of course, has been our guide through Tuxedo Sports today. And Ryan, you wanted to highlight a machine here called the Pro Sharp. And this changes the contact point on a skate, right, on the ice?
yeah, so basically what this thing allows us to do now is contour the skate specifically to how much blade you have and where it's contacting the ice. So you can actually take it off to where it's a little bit shorter in the heel, a little bit or a little bit shorter in the toe and a little bit longer in the heel. That would be good for something like a defenseman. You know, you're on your heels a lot, you want to be nice and stable. Yeah. Or you can actually just take a lot of blade off in the heel and the toe, and that gives you a nice agile profile for a forward. What this machine's doing right now is it's kind of profiling. It has a template, and it's just going through and taking steel off where it needs to be taken off, and actually sharpening as it goes by as well.
So for parents out there who have kids who might want to have that real custom feel when they're on the ice, how long does this process take? Like, would I leave my skates overnight type thing? Or?
No, typically it only takes about 20-25 minutes to actually get a pair of skates done, profiled and sharpened. So it's not too time consuming.
That's awesome. And then, of course, it's sharpened and shaped the way you want it. And if I'm a parent and I also need advice on maybe where my child should have the blade contacting the ice, you guys can always give advice, right?
Absolutely. We've been doing this for quite a while.
Yeah.
Coke Sharpening in the back there has been here for 30 years, and he's just picked up a new apprentice in Darren. So they're quite knowledgeable with all things skate sharpening.
How many skates would those guys go through on a weekend during the hockey season?
200, 250.
Really?
Yeah, we get quite busy on the weekend, so.
That's a lot of skates. Well, thank you so much, Ryan. Great advice.
Perfect.
Tuxedo Source for Sports on Center Street North, of course. I want to show you something. Nick, you have to shoot up here. This is how long Tuxedo's been around. See that? Tuxedo Cycle and Sports 25th anniversary in 1985. They opened in 1960, and to this day, they are still dealing with Calgary's hockey equipment.